good morning. We're loading a grain cart with the conveyor, so let's take a look and see how this works out. Everyone, it's May 15th and we're in the fields starting to seed some wheat. Earlier the year was pretty much all dust and it didn't look good. Well, we've got quite a bit of rain now and there's quite a bit of wet spots we have to work around or leave sit for now, but something we'll work through and make the best of what we got. A couple changes that we made on the drill is up front on the wings, the outer wheels would always whip back and forth. So what we did is we put a brake on over the winter, had a brake made on each wing, and it took the wobble out. And I'll shoot the picture to you so you can take a look. Let me flip you around here. Better set on autopilot, so it gives me a little bit of a break. Ever since we put that back and brake on the outer wing caster, it's pretty much just taking care of the wobble out there on the wheel, which has really made it pretty enjoyable. This is what 2022 looks like, from a drought to rain and hailstorm. Gotta say, it looks pretty green. Welcome to 2022. Talked about being a little muddy. Well, this is what we got. This one, I broke all the rules I tell people not to do, and I did them. But you know what it is when you're in a rush, and you want to keep pushing on. How come we got it stuck, Dennis? I broke all the rules I tell people not to do, and I did them. Now I got to learn the hard way. I think they're going to whip me for a couple days. Well, good morning, everyone. It's May 18th. After yesterday's fiasco in the mud, which took pretty much a whole day to pull everything out, we ended up pulling out piece by piece, breaking it apart, which I kind of did. What I told everybody not to do is, once you get stuck, never dig them in. Well, I end up breaking all the rules. And I made backed up and plugged all the openers up. So it's not a good day. We ended up shutting down at 8:30 and everybody went home and getting ready for a new day. But we make the best of what we can give it and just keep picking away at it. Today it seems that everything's kind of flowing pretty good. Kind of out of the mud and picking right along. We've already pressure washed the radiator and the condenser for the AC to try to get as much airflow through it. And oops, camera jumping around on me all over. And we're not having much luck. So we're starting to think that it's the water pump. And we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. It's not worth getting the motor hot and the rubber seals hard on you, and next thing you got oil leaks all over. So what we're gonna do is shut her down and see if we can get a water pump and see if that takes care of the problem. But we're running right up against the red, and it's what's in it. It's a 3406 cat. This is what's motor is in here. So we're gonna shut it down and see if we can get some parts. We'll keep you updated on what's happening. Well, after troubleshooting this overheat problem with the tractor, we got a heat gun or a thermal gun and we shot the top of the thermostat and we're running about 217, 218. So at that point, we come to the conclusion that we're going to have to replace the water pump. So I'm just in the middle of waiting for some help to pull the hitch pin so we can unhook it and take it home. We get it home, then we'll start tearing it down and we'll hopefully do some video as we tear it down. But the guy don't really need this in the middle of seeding. You hope you never have to go through this in the middle of it. But it's the way farming is. There's always something different. All right, we'll keep you updated as we keep going. Good morning, everyone. Today is June 1st, and we got started planting sunflowers. Well, we got a couple problems that showed up while we were planting, and one of them, the bearings in this gearbox, were out where we had to put new bearings in both sets of shafts up here, and there's another one that goes down the bottom here. So then there's roll pins that are broke off that we have to drill out, roll through, or knock them out. But here's one of the bearings. But it's one of those things that when you got machinery, you'll be working on it. The sunflowers, these are the high lakes is what we're seeding for sunflowers. Just take one day at a time and keep picking away. The other project we got going on is this Steiger that was overheating that we're working on, and we put a water pump in it, thermostats, and it was still overheating, but we had an exhaust leak. So we're in the middle of putting new gaskets in the exhaust and cleaning them up, and it went through the turbo. The turbo seemed to be all right. Take a look at the turbo real quick. Here's the actual turbo. We had took it in and had people look at it, and I guess they feel it looks like it's all right. There's the oil cooler that we went through and blew out. Seems like there's no leaks or nothing in it, but we just keep picking away at things, and once we get it put together, hopefully everything will work out decent. There's a little tour of what we got. Well, we're loading the soybeans for 22 planting season in a planter. We're experimenting. We've been loading them with drop bags here, and it seemed to be working pretty good, but it's always a learning experience. But see how these work out in the planter for 2022. I'm spraying here. I got 10 gallons an acre at 11 mile an hour. Sprayer about 1700 RPM. Gauge is close to about 55 to 60. Sprayer, it's barely clicking along, and we're going 11, 12 mile an hour. The hole pretty much right at 10 gallons an acre. Morning, everyone. Today is June 13th, and we got some rain last night. Been getting quite a bit of rain all year long. So we've always wanted to try do some top dressing on our wheat. We kind of have a window this year to give it a try. So the field we'll be doing is right beside the house, whatever. We finished spraying it for weeds, and we're gonna give it a try on top dressing. We'll see how it's experimental. We'll see how this thing works out for us from harvest time. We ride along inside the truck with them and their sprayer, and shoot a little footage from in there as we go. We didn't get none of the nice blue stuff, huh? No, I know this. No. Well, we're inside the sprayer, or spreader, whatever you want to call it. And it's called a Venturi. I'm going to give you a little tour, inside of the graphic and what it looks like. Here's our auto steer and how many pounds, our speed. We got our pilot right here, Marcia. Have to get his face in there. And this is what we're looking at. This thing rides really smooth. It's not as bumpy as the guy would think it is. There's our RPMs, and yeah, it's a little bit soft, but not too bad. When they get you out of the windshield wiper here, so you can see. Well, hello again. Time to close the book on 22. Do a little pressure washing, a little cleanup. Other than that, the year was pretty good, except for getting stuck and a few oddball breakdowns. But for the most part, it seems to be all right. The temp problem we had on the Steiger engine, I guess we never were able to run it long enough at the end of the year to see if we got it fixed or how that's going to turn out. So we'll have to in fall put a load on it and see how that works. Sorry about the wind noise, but have to make her go. All right, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys later.